Well, well, well. Well, 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 man. Well, well, well. Okay, so they finally decided to listen up. They decided to turn the lights on in the house. They decided to tighten up the screws. They decided to change the oil, flush the engine, all of that. And they decided to finally listen to the fans. They put their ear down to the street and heard the rumble. Nobody wanted to see an unfair fight between Valentina Shevchenko and Sijara Eubanks. I don't care who is what. That fight wasn't it. Valentina Shevchenko versus Sijara Eubanks is no longer on the UFC 230 card. I'm looking at the card right now. I do not see them anywhere in sight. Now, they are missing a women's fight on that card. That's another protest that we need to have. That's another bit of rumbling that we have to bring up. They need to put somebody on that card. No, not Valentina versus Sijara. No, not Valentina versus JJ. But what it looks like, Brett Okamoto broke the news that, now that he basically texted Dana White, he said, hey, now that Daniel Cormier and Derek Lewis are the main event, does that mean that Joanna and Valentina are back on the 231 card? And he texted back, yes. Yes. All you have to do is open up your mouth. It doesn't matter if people call you what. They might call you a ducker. They might call you crazy. They might call you standing up for. It doesn't matter about any of that. If there's something that you want, open up your mouth and ask for it. JJ said, hell no. I'm not fighting in 4 weeks. I'm not even that type of fighter. Don't ever try me like that. I need to train. And so Dana White said, well, we're moving on. They then decided to break the news that it was going to be Sijara Eubanks. And that made zero sense. Lots of people were saying, no way. For several reasons. Sijara Eubanks, not ready. It just is what it is. I want to support her too. I want to be able to be a fan of hers. But it will never happen if she goes in there and gets bludgeoned by the bullet. It will never happen because we won't see her in the UFC for long enough. Now, she goes in there and beats up on Jessica Ai. That's great. And then she goes in there and beats up Caitlin Chukagian. Great. And then she goes in there and beats up on whoever else is trying to be a contender right now. And then they do a contender fight. Great. But putting her in there as the sacrificial lamb against Valentina Shevchenko. Nah, nobody wanted to see that. We're tired of seeing those fights. So it looks like, now they haven't broke the news yet, but it does look like they put the Valentina versus JJ fight back on UFC 231. And if it was me, I'd say push it back a little bit further and put it on UFC 232. Why not? Why not? Make my day. That would be perfect. But I know how the fighters are. They don't want to keep getting pushed back. But what I can say is, man, Valentina, mentally, this girl has been put through the ringer. Mentally, I hope that she's not wrung out. Because, what a shit show. Between Nico, fight after fight after fight, before that, Amanda Nunes, Nico, and now the UFC jerking her around. It's all it's overwhelming. It is absolutely overwhelming, just the amount of flip-flop that's happening. I know that she has a great team around her. She has, Pavel, her coach. Pavel, to be honest, I don't even know if that guy actually exists for real. I've seen him before, but I'm not sure if have you guys seen him? That guy doesn't talk. He's just like Horatio, he's just there, you're kind of like, I don't know if I'm seeing things or not, but Pavel is her coach. She's got Roger Allen, her manager. She's got her sister, Antonina Shevchenko. These people can keep her grounded and they can handle they can handle the coaching side. They can handle the training. They can also handle the business side. And then they also give her the support that she needs. So I'm pretty sure she's good, but it would be so exhausting for me. Just the thought of it would be exhausting because you're like, I don't know if I'm actually going to fight or not. You always have to be thinking that. I don't know if I'm actually going to fight or not. I feel really bad for Valentina. She hasn't fought in almost a year. 9 months. For a Muay Thai fighter, they used to be fighting there 9 fights a year. So I really do feel bad for her. I hope that they break this story very soon. Very soon, because this is the rightful place for a big time fight like this. Do not try to treat it like it's a rinky dink debut of some random fighter that used to fight on, I don't know, Bama or Cage. No. These are two fighters who have been fighting in the UFC, consistently winning fights, aggressive, dominant. People know who they are for the most part. Don't treat it like it's garbage. Don't do that to women's MMA. Don't do it to Sijara Eubanks. Shout out to Sijara Eubanks too. I actually think that she's winning. By not getting this fight, I actually think that she's winning. You guys won't see it. You're too close to the trees to see the forest. Or you're too close to the forest to see the trees. I don't know which way that saying goes, but whichever way it goes, whichever way you slice it, Sijara Eubanks is much better off climbing the rankings slowly. When you screw up the way that she screwed up, missing weight for a championship bout, when you do that, you really need to be, it's obvious that you need to be trained on how to be responsible. And the more responsible that you are in these fights, the more that you can just train yourself to think properly, think about the right thing. Completing, follow through, all of those things, completing what you say you're going to do, follow through. Once you can finally train your mind to be disciplined, that is the moment that you actually seek true and utter freedom and true and utter success. Trust me, guys, I know it sounds backwards. Discipline leads you to freedom? Yes, it does. And Sijara Eubanks needs to go through that process. I'll be there with her. Channel MMA will be there with her, supporting her. And I hope that she still does have this fight with against Jessica Eye. I don't think Jessica Eye went anywhere, to be honest. I think she still is chirping for this fight. For the most part, I think that she was pretty upset that she lost this fight. So anyways, guys, that's what it is. We've said our piece. We've said our piece, and it seems like the UFC is listening to the people. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts in the comment section.